Hey, big poll participants. Site is moving for 2022. You're getting this video. This isn't the publicly released video. This one's going to contain a lot of information about the site and what you need to come prepared and ready. So I'm filming this in June, bit of a windy evening here, as the team here is getting ready to set up. So first of all, this is Lake Dubay in Mosinee, Wisconsin. And we want to give a big thank you and shout out to the Central Wisconsin Water Walkers for hosting and letting us use their site. They'll have a dock here, stage here, just like usual. One of the nice things we got coming in here is that is an all sand beach. All the way down here is on Pannon, and all the way down, even through these trees, and way down there, there is a public beach we have this huge sand area to bring people in on, and we'll even use that beach to help rewrap everything. You know, it's a really nice site for doing this. One thing everybody needs to come prepared for is that we are having, as these records are getting bigger and bigger, we need to go to where the water is. And so we've had some great events in the past in Wisconsin Rapids, in Shawano, and down in Illinois at Backwater Gamblers. But the problem is all of those sites, as big as they are getting too small. They're not big enough for us to do big lines with a dog bone turn, which is required. This site is huge. As much as you can see the far shore out there, we've GPSed this before, and that is like 1.7 miles away or something like that. And we've also got like a mile of width too. So this is on par, for those of you who did Chain of Records, this is on par with Lake Ariana down in Central Florida that we did the big lines on back in the fall of 2021 there. So what you can imagine is we got the dock here, and then off of this dock we are bringing in, and the one advantage we have in Wisconsin compared to the Florida events is we have those big custom tunes. So we're reaching out to teams that have the really big, like Dan Dix made pontoons and everything, or the reinforced tunes with the extra flotation in them, and we're going to put coming off this way right there, coming off that will be a straight line of floaters coming off here, you know, in line with the dock, coming straight across the shore here for us to take off of. So that's going to be our takeoff platform. Now, all positives. I mean, this place is huge. We got plenty of water to mess around with. I mean, making a turn is not going to be a problem here. We have all the water we need to play with. So what are the downsides of this site? Because everything else is great. The biggest thing about this site that is a downside is that it is an undeveloped site. This is a park, and it is in the middle of nowhere. It does have a Mosinee mailing address, but we are in the middle of nowhere, Mosinee. That is literally a forest out there. So we do not have a concession stand here. There's no indoor plumbing, that kind of stuff. So just be forewarned, and there's nothing nearby either. You need to come prepared to be self-sufficient that day. We are trying to get a food truck or two down here, but we don't know at this time if that's going to happen. Bathrooms, that's it. It's a couple of outhouses, folks. So we are having porta potties brought in. So we're going to have several porta potties brought in that day on site here, but realize that is going to be the extent of what's here. You will need to come prepared with coolers, plenty of water, Gatorade, sports drinks, that kind of thing. Bring your own lunch along, sandwiches. Do not plan that you're going to be able to run to a Subway or something like that. It's not going to happen. Once you're on site, you're pretty much here for the day. The area where I'm standing right now is their nice site. It's, you know, obviously nice grass and everything. It'd be great. We cannot bring vehicles in here. We will just have, like you see them setting up here with a couple of cars for their show. We'll be able to get just a couple of vehicles in here to bring in the big equipment, the event equipment. You'll have to walk in a little bit from the parking lot, and I'll get a video of that for you momentarily. So we've got a dual ramp boat launch here. This is essentially right at the end of the beach that you were seeing in the last video clip, but easy to launch, you know, any of the pontoons, boats, whatever we got. This is a really nice launch right here for all of the equipment. So when you arrive the day of the event, you'll come off of the road, and there's this large parking lot right here. In fact, we have use of this entire field, and it's hard to see back there, but over the tops of these vehicles, you can see way back there, there is a large field back there, and we can park vehicles all over that field. And if that would happen to fill up, we can also park out on the road. But we should be good to just kind of have this area, this park, and use that with no problem. And then you'll grab your stuff, You'll come down this gravel road, the launch is right there, and right off to the left is actually the entrance to the park itself right there, and that's where we can't have a ton of vehicles other than the equipment ones coming in. But that's pretty much it, and again, it's an undeveloped site, very nice for what we need for big pull. Just come ready to be self-sufficient the entire day here.